No,
with,
you
with
think it was.
with a flamethrower.
with a flamethrower.
That's so cool.
It's not the first time.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's definitely a
Won't be the
Tarantino
last.
thing. Well, welcome everybody.
Ooh.
Welcome to the movie podium. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing swell, Matt. How are you?
Doing well.
Cooking
Doing
with
well.
Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
That's good. I'm
Busy,
glad.
busy. Definitely busy.
Busy.
Very naked at the moment.
It's weird. It's because you
yeah,
have your
it is
face
weird.
shaved, not because you are
Whoa.
naked.
Yeah, I am not naked. I just
You're making up
yes.
for it with the emo haircut, though.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were already singing Hawthorne Heights earlier.
it's a beautiful song.
So I never stopped.
Ah, that's annoying.
Well, for everybody watching, we're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
but for movies,
So this week, we are back on our timeline of 2019.
we
And
stayed
the-
on it. Now.
We
For
did,
2
I guess.
weeks.
2 weeks in a row. Hey, not bad.
That's
And-
crazy.
The tagline for this one, I'll just put it out there, is the 9th film of Quentin Tarantino. And without further ado, I present There we
Said
go.
it in the trailer.
it. Did of
The
course.
9th film from Quentin Tarantino. Because
Wow.
they couldn't think of a better tagline.
Ridiculous. Well, since we are on the timeline, you know what that means. We are going to find out if it makes our podium for the year 2019.
Fuck, I thought this came out in 2017.
Are you serious?
No. I'm fucking
Okay.
with you.
Well, to be
We went
fair,
back
one,
in time.
to be fair, one time you watched the wrong movie. So
But we were watching that movie for a different
that's true.
thing.
You're right.
So I watched the movie that we were doing, but for a different time in the same week.
Fair.
Matt's just
Yeah, that's
cruising
fair.
around up there.
Come on.
In his,
right.
What kind of car is that, Matt?
That's a caddy.
Caddy?
Yeah.
Well, we always call him Caddy Matt,
Yeah, that's fair, right?
mostly because of
well-
his cat eyes.
Oh, that's fair.
Well,
I'm
the
your
one-
host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes, Eric
It's me. Hello.
and Cooking with Kevin.
Hey, that's me. Oh man,
Cooking with Kev.
You were cutting me short all the time, Eric.
I know.
Hey, it could be long today. We got only
Okay.
3 of us on tonight.
Okay,
You
let's
want to replay?
let's take
There's no
a listen.
copyrights on that.
No, it's
Oh,
an original Matt Scott jam.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kevin. Cooking with Kevin.
That's all we need.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, I'll cheers to that.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Kevin's not in the intro. Someone got
That's
real
all right.
lazy
That-
on making animations.
When will that get fixed?
That's right. I've
The
done a
time
short in
limit,
like a month.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you've been gone. MIA here. Good to have you back.
Yeah, I've been busy. Busy.
Busy.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Good to get you
Yeah,
talking
welcome
about
back.
movies.
Well,
The scenery's changed a little bit. We're in Hollywood now, and Matt is driving in his car.
That's right.
in a
right over there.
Cadillac.
His Cadillac.
Driving in my car. All right. Well, thanks to all our Patreon members. We really appreciate the
Yeah.
support. For anyone
you.
who wants to join, we've got free stickers and access to our Discord. Thanks, Alex, Marcus, Ash, and Severs. We really appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, thank you. That is patreon.com/the movie podium.
For all you audio listeners out
Yeah,
there.
for all them audio listeners, audio. I don't
Well, let's
Well.
move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
continue.
know. Big gulps, huh?
Some random
well,
ass
litter.
facts.
Oh,
It's
that'll
so
never get
epic
old.
for just such dumb stuff.
Right. All right. Well, we're
Half-ass
gonna get
research.
some very half-assed research here, but before we even get into that, this did get a 7.6 or a Thor point.
4.6.
We've been
I
hitting
think-
some good ones lately.
I'd say that's it.
I think
That's
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think so.
personally like this movie to where I think it would be higher on my IMDb.
Would
but I
you
could
go
see
like a Thor
why.
+1
Yes.
I would do a Thor.
I'd probably put about
Thor
at
+1.
least?
yeah, probably about an 8.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's some stuff that I don't like, but for the most part, it's awesome. So I would put an 8.
Yeah,
Um,
not the best Tarantino movie, but definitely not a bad Tarantino movie.
Are there bad Tarantino movies? Legit
I'm not
question. I
really.
don't think there are.
Let's see. I don't think I don't. Really.
I mean, it's kind of like up to your taste. Like he's a pretty specific director / movie maker. So
Oh,
like he could
sure.
be to your taste or not.
what
Yeah,
would be your
if you don't
least
like
favorite?
a Tarantino movie, you're not going to like any of his movies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what would be your least favorite? What would you guys say?
I'm not a Kill Bill fan,
Oh,
which I know I'm going to get
Yeah.
flack on that, but that's where I stand. I mean, but they're not bad. They're my least favorite.
It's like
mine's
yeah.
probably Hateful Eight or Jackie Brown.
Did he do Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. So that one's my least favorite because I don't think I've actually seen that movie.
Good answer.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
can't-
did that.
Can't have an opinion on that.
Yeah. So I mean that's just at the bottom because like you have to put all of them.
Yeah.
ranked.
I would
So
say
that one's at the
my
bottom.
least. My least favorite is probably that one, and then Jackie Brown. But there's a lot of good ones out there. Obviously,
Okay.
9.
9. Yeah. The 9th film
9.
from Quentin Tarantino.
Jeez. Hey, he's doing one more, and so this was up
must.
for one more. 10 Oscars, and
Are you fucking serious?
1 for production design, and 1 for, of course, Brad Pitt's supporting role. Which, good lord,
Yep, Cliff.
one of the
Yeah.
best supporting roles ever, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
A
seriously.
supporting role like through and through, in every
Yeah.
sense of the word.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, solid. And honestly, like without him in the movie, I wouldn't be at an 8. I'd be at like a 6. I mean, I really believe that he makes the
Yeah.
movie.
I agree completely.
I don't know who would. He's almost a leading role in this movie, not even supporting role. But there's so many.
Yeah,
it
it's
splits
kind of
in
a
so many different ways
Tarantino,
sometimes.
which is a typical Tarantino movie,
Mhm.
right? Like he has a bunch of characters, and he throws them in a pot and just writes all these different stories for them.
Yeah.
So I do know what you're saying though. Cliff does feel like pretty much the main guy.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
he's the one that goes in between multiple characters. So it's
Yep. Before editing, here's a fact. Before editing, the film was a whopping 4 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay, like I don't think I could do it at 4 hours and 30 minutes.
I
No.
definitely couldn't.
Unless
They cut out
they
that much.
added like an hour and a half of just them killing hippies at that end scene. I don't think I could do it.
Just kidding.
That's a lot of talking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there are some other scenes that were really great that they had to cut. Like, I mean, apparently, like they actually had some good stuff in there, but it was like, yeah, we can't go that
Yeah.
long. Like, they had more of that 8-year-old girl that was with Rick
She's
Dalton.
so good.
Oh,
She is.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, there's another scene with her, and so they said that was one of the hardest things to cut was more of her.
Yeah.
So apparently, there was a lot of that cut out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
I'm-
sense though.
Yeah, it
version I
does. You
watched
can't go that
was-
long.
Yeah, the reason that the movie I watched was 197. I don't know if that was extended or the
197?
actual, like, 197 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I specifically watched the normal version, not the extended version, because it was so
Yeah.
long.
Yours was 3 hours and 17 minutes. Mine was 2 hours and 44 or something.
Yeah, mine was
Oh,
like two.
you must have watched the extended, Kevin.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, holy shit, this is
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Another. Obviously, there was some controversy
Eat
around.
controversy.
Yeah, right. Slurring my words. I swear,
Controversy.
I'm not Kevin here. Some controversy for its portrayals of Sharon Tate and Bruce Lee. I remember when this came out, a lot of people were upset with the whole Bruce Lee thing because it's not really how he acted,
Yeah.
but there was some kind of truth to it. But like his family got upset about it
Yeah.
because they kind of portray him that way.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh about it a little bit though, because
Oh yeah, it's again
Yeah.
we're not inside. We're not his family.
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously like an exaggeration on Hollywood in general. And
Yep.
they just picked like a character
100%.
to make him like a dick, you know.
Yeah,
But the character
100%.
happened to be a real person.
Yeah,
Which
for sure.
is what he does.
Yeah.
Or Tarantino does.
Yeah.
Right. No, I totally agree. I guess that the flamethrower scene, where it's showing Rick Dalton, when he's training how to use it,
Yeah.
that was a genuine reaction from Leonardo DiCaprio. He had no idea. And so,
This
like,
is fucking
they thought
hot.
it was, yeah. So they thought it was funny and left it in, or Tarantino did. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
this
awesome.
is hilarious.
It is pretty funny. That's yeah.
I feel
So
like there's
good.
probably quite a few scenes in there like that because there's some scenes that just seem really genuine on a lot of actresses parts that I don't know how somebody could write some of the stuff in that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the movie, I'll leave it with this one. Wait, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe,
maybe
not.
not.
Maybe so.
How about we talk about Sydney Sweeney? This is her being
Okay,
her
yeah.
breakout role.
This is hey,
Breakout
and,
role.
and Maya Hawke, two of my
Yeah.
favorite girls. Definitely, I like both.
Maya
of them.
wasn't in the first half of the movie, right?
She's not. No, she's only
Okay.
in there at the end. But she's great when she is there. When she runs away.
Yeah, she takes the car and just fucking bolts.
Absolutely love it. All right, so yeah, last one. So at the end of the movie, when Jake Cahill meets with Sharon Tate and her guests in the driveway, there's a car parked up at the top of the screen when you're watching.
Uh-huh.
That, in theory, is representing Stephen Parent, who was one of the guests at the Sharon Tate household the night they all died, or however many died from that incident. He might,
okay.
in theory, that was one of the other guests that, lived, because Tarantino likes to rewrite history in a
Yeah.
beneficial way, in a satisfying and happy
Yeah.
way, where the bad guy actually loses. So yeah, Stephen Parent was his name, and he was part of the Manson murderers.
Okay.
Thought that was interesting. So I didn't notice the car, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Go back
honestly
and check that out.
I didn't know that it was that sort of take on the Manson murders until Julie told me after we watched it the first time. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's a Tarantino thing to do."
Yeah, no kidding. One other thing I don't know off the top of my head, but I wonder how many Oscar winners were in this movie.
Like Oscar winners now?
Yeah, because like Timothy Olyphant's in it.
Yeah,
Al
Mikey
Pacino.
Mikey Madison. Yeah, Al Pacino, Mikey Madison, who just won. She won Best Actress this past year.
Okay, yeah. She was at the end, right?
Yeah, yep.
Also Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kurt Russell. He might have one.
Does he have one?
I don't know.
Possibly. I'm gonna see what Google tells me. Oh, Google doesn't help me because it says 2 I meant the actors, not how many Oscar winners. How many actors?
I heard that they were nominated
Or
for
the
10, but won 2. Because my friend Matt told me about that
Boy, all right.
in a random ass fact segment that we have on the show that we do.
Google search, quick search, fails. The next thing that came up was Brad Pitt won an Oscar for supporting actor.
There we go.
Come on, give me that.
It's okay, man.
Leo. Oh, we have. Oh, it only did the actor, but. Oh, we have Pacino won for Scent a Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Brad Pitt, we have Leo, and The Revenant.
Yeah.
I forgot
that
who
was
won
his
in The
first.
Revenant.
That was his first like Oscar, right? Like
Yeah.
main leading actor Oscar.
Kurt Russell has never been nominated for an Oscar.
That's surprising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of. I
Doesn't get
view
no
him higher than
respect.
that.
He's good,
No
but he's not
respect.
great.
Yeah,
You're
that's
good,
That
but
might be
you're
a hot-
not
That might be a
great.
hot take on that, but
Don't be talking about Kurt Russell like that.
Yeah,
Don't
wait.
be talking
Wait
about
a
my
minute.
Kurt like that.
Wait a minute.
I mean, no,
All right,
it's,
let's
it's like Arnold. Arnold never deserves an Oscar, but he's in.
Yeah, we agree
He's
with that one.
awesome.
That's true.
We agree with that one. All right. Let's get into some categories. First category, favorite thing about the movie.
I want to go.
All right,
we
Kevin, why don't you go ahead first?
We already touched base on it because
What's
I
that?
love that this is revenge porn, as our friend Daniel
Yes.
would call it.
Yep.
Tarantino loves to rewrite history and put it into a good way, and he makes a fantastic script with dialogue that is unmatched by any other person I can ever think of that can create that, and makes a story that
He does.
even though it's 3 hours long, it's still I
Depends
was
on which
watching
version.
it. Yeah, I was watching it, and I was just like, holy shit, it's almost midnight. And I'm thinking, holy shit, I got to work in 5 hours.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's
so
something,
good, though.
it's a very well-written movie where you want to see the outcome of rewritten history.
Yeah. And like Tarantino has such a signature way of writing dialogue, like you said, to make it feel like real. And plus I think he's really good at like actually doing comedy but not making it feel like a comedy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's really prevalent in this movie.
I agree.
Yeah, he does the
He's
same
so
thing in
good at
Glorious
that.
Bastards.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
That's my
He's-
favorite movie
yeah.
of his.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and Django Unchained, same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
I mean, it just goes over and over again. Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
hell, he
Yeah.
does the same thing there.
Yeah, no, he does such a great job at that. For sure. Eric, is that your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was just that like it looks like a Tarantino movie, so like he leaned into the inspirations that he has. I noted the locked off shots in the cars when everyone was driving, like they were on the camera was on the back facing forward, and
Yep.
it made it feel like an old sort of Western movie where like or
Yeah.
an old movie where like obviously the actors sitting in front of a screen and like acting like they're driving and
Yep.
it's not moving, so it gave that same effect, but they were actually they were driving.
Yeah, that was my second favorite thing.
Yeah,
Was
And-
that backseat shot? The people in the theater watching
Yeah.
this movie would be in the backseat with them, and it's
Yeah,
just a
exactly.
green screen in front of them. Reminds
Yeah.
me kind of like an old Bond movie. Honestly, they did that. a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
then.
I could totally see that. And
Yeah,
especially
I totally could see that too.
like an unassuming car coming down the road or something, and James Bond is coming this way, like at them.
Yeah, so
I
like
could
the
see that.
car is like in the only thing that's still, and everything in the
Yeah,
beyond the car is the changing scenery.
yeah, yeah. So I said that, and then also that the dog is super adorable.
That was awesome.
I also when I started the movie, I had to Google, does the dog die in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh my god.
Google told me the dog didn't, so I kept
So
watching.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Is it every
you know,
movie that you
yeah,
watch
I'll go ahead.
before?
Gotta make
Does the
sure.
dog die?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so my favorite thing is, I mean, I guess kind of similar to the Tarantino thing, but more in general is I'm always a fan of the movies with the good vibes, and this definitely has moments of good vibes with Brad Pitt just driving around
Good
with those
vibrations, bro.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, with those shots and his interactions with the girl and all the other people that he like throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's just that like laid back humor where just like nobody care, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just love the vibes in the movie. And yeah, the cinematography is amazing as any Tarantino movie's going to be.
So good. Yeah, exactly.
We are all Tarantino homers, so if you don't like
Yeah.
Tarantino, I apologize in advance.
No, absolutely.
What was I going to say? Oh, it looked like Brad Pitt was actually driving the car in those first
Yeah, that
scenes.
wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that,
I don't-
that
like-
sounds about right.
But typically in movie production, I don't believe they let actors drive cars.
Sure.
So I don't know. Like my thought was like, oh, okay, well they got like a stunt double or something for that.
Well,
But
he's
it-
a stunt double.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay,
Yeah, maybe he did.
mystery solved.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just the vibes in general, I think, are my favorite thing if I had to pick out something. I just love those scenes. Next category, though, what is something that you didn't like or least favorite thing about the movie?
Sorry, man,
So-
I cut you off there.
Oh no, that was perfect. I landed it. So my least favorite thing is just that I think that there's two like, and I know this is a Tarantino thing with the different plot lines, but I actually think that you could have split this into two separate movies with maybe a parallel storyline.
We got volume 1,
Because
volume 2.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and because I really like the Sharon Tate stuff, but I don't think it has the same vibe as the Cliff Booth stuff, Rick Dalton. And so like I feel like they're two different movies almost to where sometimes they fight. That's like
Yeah.
my only complaint about the whole movie. And I know that that's kind of what he's going for, but it still kind of throws you off because like Sharon Tate, it's like everything's flowers and pretty, and she laughs and goes to see her own movie, and it's all happy-go-lucky. And then you have Rick Dalton, who's just a fucking mess, like miserable side of Hollywood. So you have the
Yeah.
two kind of different jousting for your attention as a viewer. And I'm sorry, but like the Rick Dalton Brad Pitt just overshadows how good the Sharon Tate stuff is, and I like that stuff, and I think Margot Robbie's awesome in it, and I
Oh yeah.
kind of wish it had its own thing as opposed to being overshadowed by Brad Pitt just ripping one-liners. You know what I mean? Like it kind of it feels like a backstory or a back secondary to the other one, but it's really supposed to be entwined with them.
Well, I would argue that since he's manipulating what actually happened in history, that he didn't want to touch it. Maybe it wouldn't make sense unless he just wanted to make a whole movie about Sharon Tate if she lived. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that would hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just maybe like in the movie though, you know what I mean? Like
I
not
feel like
even
they-
follow back and forth, but maybe follow them for a longer amount of time, and then Sharon Tate for a little bit of time, and then at the end wrap it up because he does do that in movies.
Yeah, I don't think the movie is about Sharon Tate more so than it is about the other two.
I would argue that's not true. Where
Yeah,
who's
I
the,
think
like
the pacing
go
that
ahead.
he did. Sorry, the pacing that he did was like he went heavy on the Tate storyline at the front, and then gave us only a tiny bit with the Sharon Tate scene of her going
Right.
to her own movie, and then that whole thing with Rick and Cliff was like a long time before they came back to
you kind of
the
forget
Tate.
about her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I mean, is not bad or good, but I feel like if they paced it a little, or like if they spread it out a little bit more, maybe it
Yeah.
would have.
That would be my thought. Is that would be my wish, that I think it could have even been better. Is what I'm trying to say. If they
we
if
want
they
to
lined
watch
it
all
up
4
right.
hours.
Yeah, Matt wants to watch all 4 hours.
No,
Matt
you
would
could keep
totally
the
do that.
same. Yeah, that's fair. All right, what was your least favorite thing, Kevin?
Mine's a little more basic. The foot fetish that Tarantino has is very prevalent in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I don't know
Yes,
if
it
it's
is.
true that he actually has a foot fetish, but he does like to put feet on screen, especially
Yep,
dirty
it
feet
is.
on screen.
Yep,
And
that is one of his
it's all
trademarks.
over the place and in your face, like literally, like in the camera. It's like that's what you see. You don't want to see my foot right in front of the camera. Trust me.
No.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, it's just don't like you don't need there. It doesn't add anything to the story. I don't see why it's there. Like
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
I'm gonna piggyback off that because I also said the
No,
girl
really.
the girl got in the car and put her feet on the inside of the fucking glass.
yes, that was one of the yeah.
Yeah, and like, first of all, if you touch the inside of my glass, like the windshield in my car, I am going to be very annoyed because I'm gonna have to wipe it down so I don't have like the fingerprints. You know, if someone put their feet on my window, I would not be happy
Oof.
because then I'd have to wash that down.
Yeah, and if you put your foot out the side window, you can't see out the rearview mirror. The
That's
side
true.
mirror. Like, what
Yeah.
the hell are you doing? I need to see if I'm passing somebody.
Fair.
Also, I want to rewind real quick because we were talking about in the
Yes.
last category that we really liked how it looked,
Yeah.
how the movie looked, and I wanted to say Robert Richardson is the director of photography, the cinematographer, and I
Okay.
believe he's worked. I don't know if he's worked on all of them, but he's worked on a lot of Quentin Tarantino's movies.
Huh.
That
That's
makes sense,
cool.
Sticking with somebody with a similar vision.
Yep. That definitely makes sense.
That's all I had.
Nice. Very nice.
Very
All right.
nice.
Next category. Favorite song moment or score scene? I'm calling first. That's always.
Matt's
That's
category.
that's how it is.
It is definitely my category. I said the Mrs. Robinson scene when Brad Pitt
Oh, yeah.
he's driving around and picks up Rick Dalton, and in the back at Musso and Frank's, which is cool because I've actually been to Musso and Frank's.
Nice.
R.I.P. I think it closed, but it was like a really famous where all the actors go kind of restaurant in downtown L.A.
Okay.
It was really good, but I think they closed. Maybe they did. They came back. I can't remember. But anyways, I just like the Mrs. Robin. I mean, and I love that song.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
a cool scene. What would
Yeah,
you say, Eric?
absolutely. I honestly, this was like one of the questions that I was like, oh, there's a song in this moment right now, so I need to write this down because I was just so like focused on the plot.
Yeah.
And I said Out of Time by the Rolling Stones, and it was
Out of
It was
Time.
towards the end.
Yep. Yep.
was
It's
kind
a
of-
great song.
Yeah, I was in this kind of the same boat where there's a lot of things going on. I had to go back and like double check what song was playing while the scene was happening, and it was one was "Hush" by Deep Purple.
Yeah, Hush, Deep Purple.
When Margot Robbie
Robbie.
Robbie Sharon Tate character
that one.
is coming to the Playboy Mansion, and it was
Yep.
on her ride towards the Playboy Mansion.
Okay, nice.
Yep. That's a good one. Hush, hush.
Hush.
Keep singing.
It's a good bass line.
It might just.
Deep Purple.
It might be better than me stumbling over what my favorite song moment was.
If
Right.
Matt keeps singing, we might get a copyright strike because he sounds exactly like the guy from Deep Purple.
Yeah, right. Sorry, anybody who's watching. We like to sing here at the Movie Podium. We as in me. And it comes off a little monotone.
He loves his note.
That one note.
I sure do. Oh, and I like the end when Cliff's turns on the stereo at the end. It's "You Keep Me Hanging On." It's another good one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. Wakes up. What's her name in the bed?
Yeah, the girl.
It's something where the songs don't overpower the scene. The scene overpowers the songs in this movie.
Yeah, which is interesting that you say that, because a movie that comes to mind that I think the song overpowers the scene is oh man, I'm blanking on the movie, but Sister Christian is the song, or by Knight Rider, and it's with Mark Wahlberg from the late 90s, and I am blanking on the movie. You guys have any idea?
I have no idea.
Oh, is it with Jennifer Aniston?
No.
Not that one.
Are you talking about Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg? Because I know that one. I know that one. And that song is not in that movie.
That's what I'm thinking of.
It's Boogie Nights.
Rockstar.
It's not
Boogie Nights. Okay.
Have you guys seen Boogie Nights?
Oh man, I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I can't remember
in
a
long
single
while.
thing about it other than there's some pornographic things in there.
It's
Oh
about
man, we can't watch
pornographic
it.
things.
We're not allowed to watch it.
You gonna show the boys that one, Matt?
There are boobs in it, and it's in color. Matt's gonna like it.
Oh boy.
He's
Yeah, but
a simple
anyways,
man.
there's a really, really well-known scene towards the end of the movie, and Sister Christian comes on, and it's ridiculous. And it's like the whole time though you're singing the song. You're absolutely right, Kevin. This was kind of a different. Somehow, some of these songs, you still weren't being overpowered by the scene. It's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, next category: favorite line from the movie.
Are we gonna go to who won the movie? Because we kind of skipped over that.
We did skip it. All right, who won this movie? A little willy-nilly.
Yeah,
Here at the
you're
Movie
getting
Podium.
squirrely over there.
I didn't answer this question. I actually didn't. I don't have a lot of notes at all.
Eric
So
is keeping this one on the rails.
Got it.
That's good.
I'm the conductor.
That's right.
I'm the principal.
I actually said Sharon Tate because she lives.
That's a good one.
No, yeah. What about her baby? There you go.
What about you guys? Yeah, fair.
I said Rick Dalton because he's the fucking hero. He got to use the flamethrower outside of a movie.
Rick fucking Dalton.
Yeah, I'm Rick fucking Dalton.
Oh my god. The
I-
all-timer.
I actually put Rick Dalton also because he rediscovered himself as an actor
Okay.
Yeah.
throughout this whole movie.
I think
it
you
was
could
so-
argue Cliff too. I know he goes to the hospital, but he does survive. And like that dude just LIVIN, right? Like he just,
Yeah,
he
like
just
LIVIN.
lives.
Like, if you come to like the guy that you just like throughout the whole movie, yeah, it's Cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
when it comes to somebody actually Rick actually goes down. Like he
Oh
hits
yeah,
rock bottom
yeah.
and comes
Oh
back
my
up.
god,
Yeah,
rock
Yeah,
bottom.
I mean,
dude,
he realizes what's going on, and he
his story's a disaster.
yeah. Leo does a really really good job of
Yes.
of having that
absolutely.
click moment, especially with that younger actress.
Yeah, that's such a great.
I don't have her name right here.
No, that's a
Is
great
it
scene.
Marabella?
Though.
The character's name, right?
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good.
It's so good.
And that's just like a big turning point, and and he just he goes fucking crazy after that.
Yeah, he sure does. We'll get
in
to
a
that
good way.
casting
In a good
later.
way.
Yeah, you got somebody for that?
Maybe. I
All
don't
right.
know.
Well, now that I have not glossed over who won the movie, let's get to our favorite lines from the movie. There are quite a few. It's a Tarantino movie.
Yeah. I had a problem because I was just listening intently and like not like very, very, very few times did I pause it and rewind it.
I
to
know.
rewatch something.
Same. And there were a couple where I'm like, oh, I'll remember. And then
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
I
Yeah.
did a few times, but I'll be honest. Everything I think all mine are Cliff lines.
I mean,
Yeah.
how could they not? Well, Rick Dalton has some other good ones. So I'll start
Yeah.
then with a Rick Dalton quote. And it's when one of the guys asks, "Is everybody okay?" And Rick Dalton goes, "Well, the fucking hippies aren't. That's for goddamn sure."
My buddy got 2 of them, and I torched one.
Right.
I
that's-
really
yeah.
I really liked the ad lib scene where he's like, "Oh fuck, that's hot. That's hot. Can we do
Oh,
anything
yeah.
about this heat?" And the guy's like,
Yeah.
"Rick, it's a flamethrower." He's like,
Is that
"Oh
good,
yeah, okay."
Is that where I wrote this down? I can't remember who said it, but it was believe it or not, I have a flamethrower in my tool shed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that was at the end. That was at the end.
Yeah, that's at the end.
when he was talking to the dude that
that
behind the
same guy,
gate.
Jay
Yeah,
Sebring. Yeah.
yeah. So fucking funny. Believe it or not,
Just-
I
I
got
had that one down.
I got
I
a
thought it was Cliff.
flamethrower in my tool shed.
Yeah, that's
The guy's like from that one movie, the McCluskey 8 or something like that,
yeah.
whatever it was.
Kevin, what was your favorite line?
Mine was actually the
One
with the
of.
Bruce Lee scene.
Oh, yeah.
Was anybody accidentally? I had to rewrite this one a few times because I'm like the grammar was worse than I would. Anybody accidentally kills anybody in a fight, they go to jail. It's called manslaughter. And I think that
Yeah.
lethal weapon horseshit is just so you dancers have to get into a real fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he called them dancers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely love that.
I had to go back, and Beth's like, you had to. He didn't add those words into it. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense when I'm reading it. But the
And
way he does
but when
it,
you
how he
say
talks.
when you say it, it makes perfect sense.
yeah, it's he has a Lieutenant Alderaan type of thing in that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Another good Cliff line was when Tex is like at the end, he's like, "I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's business." And then Cliff Booth's just like, "Nah, it was dumber than that." Something like Rex.
Yes. I was gonna say that one.
No,
Something like Rex. Shoot him, Tex. Tex. That was
Yeah.
it.
But then the better line is after that when the cops are talking to him and he's like, something about devil. What is he? He says
He
something
said,
about devil
"I'm the
shit.
devil, and I'm gonna do some devil shit."
Yeah, that's
what
what
it
it
is.
was.
I'm going to do some.
I'm gonna do some devil shit.
That isn't verbatim.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm pretty sure that is actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. What else did you guys have?
I
had,
had. Oh yeah, go Kevin.
I throw myself on the floor anyways, even if I'm not getting paid.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
I had when they were watching Rick's FBI episode, and like it was just the TV, and you could hear it was like Mystery Science Theater 3000, like them commenting on the episode when it was happening. I think it was Cliff that said, or no, it was Rick that said. It was after he's like, "Oh, that guy's a prick," and then he's like, "That's Bobby Hogan, good guy."
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder who would say that, and I wonder who I casted.
Oh my god. Of course. I also said anytime Leo or anybody's like, well, mainly Leo, he's like, "I'm Rick fucking Dalton." Like telling himself that.
Yeah.
Is like it's an all-timer line, like Rick fucking Dalton.
Yeah.
You know?
Now that I'm
That's-
thinking about it, it's on that sort of note when he's in wardrobe and the
Yeah.
director's coming over and he's like, "Make it look like this," and like put him in like a wig that's like a hippie sort of thing, and like make him like this. And Rick's like, "Well, how are they gonna know that it's me?" And the guy's like, "I don't
Yeah.
want them to. I hired you because you're an actor." I thought that was really cool.
It is. No, you're absolutely right. That is good.
Because like
Okay.
especially like I feel like it was extra poignant at that moment because that's kind of what Rick needed to hear.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
someone's just gonna hire me
Great
to
point.
act
Yep.
rather than be Rick Dalton.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. Totally agree. Kevin, do you have any other lines?
That's all I had down.
Okay, it looked like you wanted to say something.
Oh no.
I had one more, and it's just so it was actually not any of the people. It was Kurt Russell narrating, but I really liked it because it kind of reminds me of just being friends. But he said, when you come to the end of the line with a buddy who is more than a brother and a little less than a wife, getting blind drunk together, it's really the only way to say farewell.
I knew you were gonna take that line.
I know. Of course,
It's so good though. It's so good.
I take the bait every time.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for good lines like that.
It's so
but
good.
Something
It is
that's
so good.
A little better than a buddy, but not as close as a
Yeah.
wife.
Get blind drunk together. We've never done that.
Beth and I were listening to that, and I'm like, wait, we know who this is narrating this. Who the hell is doing this? And honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't know right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And
Oh, really?
Beth had no idea. I'm like, I know this voice. Who the hell is this?
Yeah.
And yeah, Kurt Russell. That makes sense.
That's Cody, the gaffer, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Moving on to, does this movie get made now? I mean, we're getting close on the timeline to 2025, and Hollywood does love Hollywood, so I said sure.
Yeah. That was movies about Hollywood. Yes. This exact movie. No. That's
I took it from more of like a Tarantino aspect, and I
well,
said no. Like he's not going to remake this movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
no.
That's a
He's-
very good answer. You're right.
Yeah.
He's got one movie left that he wants to do, and nobody wants to make. Like, I don't think anybody's going to touch a Tarantino movie to remake it.
No, I could
So
never
it's-
do that.
Only time will tell, but I hope.
Oh,
not.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you get remakes of movies from other directors all the time.
Yeah,
But
once
we got
Tarantino's like dead and gone, maybe.
Yeah,
they'll
we got a
touch it.
remake of The Lion King
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Aladdin
Yeah, they were
and
horrible.
Snow White.
That's all Disney.
and Beauty and the Beast.
They need money.
Yeah.
But
they
don't
need to
Disney-
cash
Number
on
one-
kids.
Number one, they don't need money. Number two, those were all perfect as they sat. They did not need to touch them.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I'll
right.
get off my high horse now.
But-
I'll
but
go.
No,
yeah.
I'm with you. We're on the same page.
Squeal,
for
pig,
sure.
squeal. But
Oh man.
but there will definitely be movies about Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Hollywood
sure.
loves Hollywood.
yeah.
There'd be something similar, but maybe not the Sharon Tate story. But who knows what?
No.
There will
Well,
be plenty of fucking movies about Hollywood.
Actually, there might be a Sharon Tate story. It just wouldn't go the way this movie went.
Yeah.
Fair. Well, saying that, was Sharon Tate's scene one of yours, or what was your most rewatchable scene? All right,
I want to
Eric,
go.
have at it.
It was when Brad Pitt threw the fucking can of dog food
Oh
at
yes.
that girl's face
Oh yeah.
to just set everything in motion. That was
Oh, that was
fucking that was
awesome.
so goddamn bad.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, that sent
so
her.
good.
Yeah, and that
So
and then
brutal.
it's so fucking brutal. And then it sent that the person into like a shrieking rage. And
Oh,
like
that
she
was
was just like she was
ridiculous.
just shrieking the rest of the whole time.
Yep. It was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or
Yeah.
something. He definitely wanted that shock factor.
Yeah, that just the launch of that
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a
that
good AD.
canned dog food. Like, and
Yep.
if you've held a can of dog food or soup,
It's
you
hefty.
know it's hefty.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna.
Real
That's
bad.
a lot of momentum right there.
Yeah.
That's 16
Yeah.
ounces of
Yeah,
of density.
you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you don't get
No, I agree.
flamethrowered after that.
Right. That girl definitely had it the worst.
You might have one in stool shed.
My favorite scene was probably the Bruce Lee Brad Pitt scene.
Oh, that was mine, Matt. That's what I had
shit.
now.
I think that scene's hilarious. I love how he throws him into the car. Like,
Yeah,
It's the
brutal.
producer's like,
damn.
life.
Yeah.
I love the fact that whole scene was just him remembering why he's not, why Cliff is not allowed on any of the movie sets that that one dude is on. Like,
Right.
I thought it was
Awesome.
I thought it was like current, like along with the storyline, but then it just flashed to him like being like, fair game.
Fair
that's
enough.
fair.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, so that was yours, Kevin.
Yeah, it was just a fun scene, like you said. There's nothing more, and it's something where the Tarantino, I think, is actually respecting Bruce Lee a little bit in this, but just giving a sense of humor about it.
Yeah, sure.
But he's respected by everybody in Hollywood and everybody around him, and then Cliff is disrespecting him, type of deal. And then they put humor behind it, and I think that's all there
always
is to
better.
it. I mean, Tarantino was all about kung fu movies, so you know he has a deep respect for it.
Obviously, he's a Bruce Lee fan, like everyone else that likes kung fu movies.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, was Bruce Lee your off-screen drunk?
Oops.
Mine was, if it's not Kevin, it's the old guy that everybody's living on the farm.
George. Shit, that's a good answer.
Bruce Dern. He's just, he didn't know it. They're probably getting him drunk.
Yeah. Keep him in fucking bed. It's his nap time.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic answer. I don't know if I can come up with anything better.
Yeah, I was going to say John, but I think it's George.
Yeah, I'm going to go with George as well.
Awesome. Clean
Good call,
sweep.
Matt. Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, and Dave and John.
Dave and John for sure.
Definitely out there drinking.
I don't know if they're drunk, but they're not sober.
Yeah, that's a good.
Hey, they are higher.
They're not sober. They're higher.
I guess that's fair. All right. Well, next category is what do we got? Oh, is this a movie podium? Sorry, is this a podium role?
No, this is. Let's recast our friends.
Oh, whoops! I skipped another one. Got too many screens up.
One too many bushes.
I was actually moving on to the next one. I was getting ready for the top billed cast members. Casting our friends. Kevin, do you got anybody?
I got all 5 of us.
Ooh, okay, nice. Let me go first. Well, no.
Yeah, I'll go first. I have the least amount, probably. I have Dave as Margot Robbie because I think he'd be the one that would be, or he's the most happy-go-lucky kind.
Yeah.
And also would probably go see himself at a movie.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know why that means.
I feel like if he were in that situation, Dave would be like that's me in the movie, and they're like, "Can we get a picture of you?" And then he'd make like a stupid face, like smile and 100%. Point at himself.
Yep, 100%. I had Kevin as Cliff Booth. While you're not as cool as him, you would be the one driving around all the time.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And my other one was John as Bruce Dern because I feel like he would just lay around and just let people take advantage of him.
Because that's who John is.
Yeah, I mean, right. Ask anybody that he's been married to.
I only had a couple. So first of all, I'm Maya Hawke because I would totally take the keys and run the fuck away. I don't know why I would be there in the first place, but if I was, I would run away. Second, I said Kevin is Cliff, specifically when he's getting ready to go up on the roof and he's like packing his tool belt and he puts a fucking beer in his tool belt. Specifically that. And then I also said Kevin is Rick because Rick has a fucking wicked smoker's cough. Wicked smoker's cough.
Is Kevin going around saying, I'm Kevin fucking Dio?
Kevin fucking D.
Hey, don't give my last name out.
Also, I don't think Kevin would, like, I don't think he'd hit rock bottom like that, but he'd definitely be like, why are you doing this? 'Cause you drink. Why are you doing this? 'Cause you drink.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, very
that's
good.
that's pretty
Nice.
much it.
Yeah,
The smoker's cough was the real thing.
That's actually a good one.
spot on.
Everyone listening, we try to get Kevin to stop smoking because it's not healthy.
Yeah, everyone listening, do not smoke.
That's right.
It's a bad habit, and do not do it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'm going to go on.
Okay.
You might see a repeating thing here. Matt is Cliff. If he was single and lived in a trailer, he'd have a workout bench in front of in his front yard with a clear view of a drive-in theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh my God, he would. Holy shit.
That's, wow,
So-
you nailed me.
I put John as Cliff because he'd do crazy stunts without question when getting paid for it or not getting paid for it.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey,
Solid.
John, ramp this car over this bridge gap.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
How much? $5. Okay. I put funny thing, Eric. I'm Cliff because I'd grab a beer and have a holster for it while doing something on my roof.
You
of
damn
my
straight
own
you
house.
would. Yeah.
I believe Jordan and I were talking about making a beer holster just like that years prior. We
Yeah.
just never did it. But
No, it's time. It's time to capitalize on it.
I put Eric as Cliff because he's always be there if you need him. Always a phone call away, even for stupid shit. Completely stupid shit.
Damn straight.
And then one different route here. Dave is Rick because he is the talent.
He's Dave fucking Popmeyer.
Right. Very nice.
Very good. Round of applause.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a way to do Dave as Cliff, but I'm like, no. Dave
He's
is
not.
Rick.
He's definitely not the Marabella girl because he's not that thorough of the talent.
Yeah.
Like, he shows up and then, like, kind of knows his lines, then he goes.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's not quite the talent yet. She doesn't
That's
have the
true.
name. She doesn't have the name yet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got a good point.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think he's the talent for sure. That's awesome.
100%.
Good. Nice job, Kevin. All right, now moving on to, is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members?
This is I had a really, or I'm having a really difficult time with this because I really like this movie, but I just feel like main cast members, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't think this is gonna make their top.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We can go through them.
Okay,
All right. Go for it.
that's probably what we should do.
with Leo, what do you guys put as your three? Because I put no for
Boy.
everybody. Oh, no, not everybody. I have one, but
Margot Robbie, maybe? No, I don't even think it's for her. I
that's
said no
that's
for
my
her.
one. But
Okay. Well, definitely Barbie is her one.
Yeah, one for sure.
I put Barbie as two for her, but the
Okay.
for Margot, I put Wolf of Wall Street as a three.
Okay.
Barbie's number two, and I actually put this as her number one.
Really?
Wow.
When it comes
But
to
like
like
she
actually,
is Barbie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is a
Right.
better role than
Okay.
Barbie. For like
Yeah.
this
For
is better
you.
acting.
Who are
Yeah.
you?
For me, yeah. This is
Yeah.
she's just
For
a better
me
actress
too.
in this.
Me too. I agree, but I
No,
can't pass
that's
up
where
the Barbie.
you're mixing up what your role is compared to what other people would think is.
All right. Well, I kind of do that anyway. I kind of like try to use logic and not pick my favorite because, like, for me,
Matt's
this
kind
would
of
probably
like an
be,
AI. Like he uses logic reasoning, but then he uses the human element that he has stored in some part of
rare.
his CPU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have the human element sometimes. Yeah, that's where I try not to do that too much because, like, Brad Pitt, this is probably one of my 3 favorite roles of his.
Let's see. Now you're being honest. Oh, there we go.
But I
We
wouldn't
put
put
that,
that on his podium. I don't
Yeah,
think that's one of his best 3 roles.
See, I guess it's
that
how you
make
look at
sense?
it. If you think it's like overall to everyone,
That's
then
right.
no.
That's what
but
I
if
try
it's
to
for
do.
you, yes.
Right. So I always answer based on how I think. I take into account everybody. That's how
Gotta
I
have
answer.
your own opinion, man.
You're just a sheep, man.
I have an
We need to
opinion
put a new
of
prompt
what
into the Matt
his
G.
greatness
Matt
is.
GPT.
Matt
I-
GPT.
Oh my god, we've never done that before.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
How have we not done that?
I
before?
don't know, but it's a thing now.
It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing.
That really tickled me. I'm sorry. What are we doing now? What's the
Oh,
category?
what else? So Leo, you want to actually name your 3 favorite Leos?
We've done this before, and mine changes, but I feel like they're really close.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
yeah.
I would
Catch Me
say
If You Can. I
Titanic.
did 3.
I like him in Titanic.
Yeah. Titanic, Catch Me If You Can. Inception is awesome.
Yes, Inception.
Uh,
Django. Though I don't like his character.
yeah,
in it.
no, but he's
That's
really
where
good.
but he's
The
really
Revenant. The Revenant was
Yeah.
also very, very good.
We're all over the place.
Yeah.
Matt, what is your top 3 for
good. Top 3
for
Brad Pitt.
Leo?
Oh, for Leo.
Since we've just been naming movies.
Well, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, you gotta get them all out
Your
there.
podium.
And then we gotta rain
Give
them
your
out.
podium, Leo. While I take my
Man.
dog to the backyard.
Okay.
I would say probably Titanic would be number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Inception's probably number 2. And let's see. I would say The Departed is number 1.
The Departed. Departed
Yeah.
is number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
there he's got so many roles. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about The Departed until like a split second before
won
you said
Best
it.
Picture.
Did
so,
it? Okay.
Yeah, it won Best
Yeah.
Picture. He didn't win Best Actor, but he did.
No.
But if I was picking my 3 favorite, those are probably my 3 of his.
Man,
What about
first
you
of all,
guys?
Romeo and Juliet. No Romeo.
No.
I don't know
Really?
if it would be on my number 3, but it's definitely worth shouting out. I think it's a number 4 for me.
Nice.
I mean, this is a really good role. I think The Departed, Titanic, and Inception all eclipse this role
Yeah,
for
I
me
agree.
personally.
Yep, I agree.
Kevin, what about
Kevin?
you?
Yep. I
the one who
don't.
asked.
Yeah, I don't remember what I put when we watched Catch Me If You Can. That was what 50 episodes ago. But the
Something like that. Jeez.
but I put Catch Me If You Can number 3, and then I put Wolf of Wall Street number 2,
yeah.
and then The Departed number 1.
I mean, he's got so many good ones.
And yeah,
really does.
Titanic is definitely an outside looking in, but that's made
Yeah.
his career, but it isn't his career. If that makes
Sure.
any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, shout outs to Shutter Island.
Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond's great.
Yeah.
Gangs in New York is awesome. I
Yeah.
really like that movie.
Also,
even-
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Oh, we also talked about The Quick and the Dead. Great in that.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember when
right.
we watched that?
Yeah.
Is it what is it?
Yeah.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah, What's Eating
Yeah, he's
Gilbert
in the-
Grape.
That's a good
That,
one.
I mean, honestly, if you go down his list on IMDb, I'd actually be willing to bet either him or Brad Pitt, probably him, has the, I'd love to see this AI, has the highest average IMDb rating per movie So like when I'm going down his list, I don't see a lot of bad movies at all. I mean, I see lots of 7s, 8s. I mean, like he might
Yeah.
maybe Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but it's also something to where they're the two main guys in the generation that grew up with the internet.
Yeah.
Or they're millennial generation. So you're not seeing
People
any
who
of that
vote.
information from
Before that.
before that. I mean,
Yeah.
there might be a few people from like Gen X. I mean, I'm not trying to determine it by
Kevin's like,
generations,
all
but-
these youngins are
but
fucking gross.
No
Like,
youngins,
nobody
but-
wants to work.
but
I'm just
previous
comparing.
generations aren't active on online giving ratings to movies that are old greats.
I don't know. It's not okay, not old, but what's old?
I would say prior to 80.
Oh, no. I think there's
1980.
people watching. I would say like 50 maybe. There's people on there, trust me.
Okay, so what, Kevin, did you say your 3 Leonardo DiCaprio movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's next? Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
I said no, and I will give you
Mickey Mouse Club. Nice.
I will give you my 3 Brad Pitt movies once Google shows me what they are.
I can give you mine right now.
Yeah, go for
All
it.
right, go for it.
I'm sure we've done this before, but and they probably changed a little bit. But 3's Fight Club. 2's the Ocean movies. And then 1's Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those are the 3 right there.
Inglourious
Interesting.
Bastards, 100%. There's also shoot, I just had it. Moneyball. He was great.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
yeah.
Moneyball.
Yeah,
Fantastic
Moneyball.
in Moneyball.
Yep.
that was the movie that we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably, talked
I actually probably included that
7?
in
Oh,
this list.
7. Yeah.
and
7.
7.
So good in that.
Fury's
Yeah.
amazing.
So like again, I feel like he has just so many roles. Even on a personal podium, I don't think this would be it for him.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
for me,
language,
Sorry.
sir.
for me, if I was going off of what my personal, I would say yes. This is probably my second favorite role of his.
Ooh, what's your third?
Yeah, so my third would probably have to be. I mean, I just think when he's in that wheelhouse, it's hard to beat. So I had to say Fight Club.
Yeah.
I just based on watching that a million times, and again, it's so iconic. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have to. And then my number one's Moneyball. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's similar, and again, Inglourious Bastards would probably be 4. When he's
Yeah.
in that, when he's hitting homers, it's that like, that laid back comedy, the
Yeah.
the one-liners that he rips off are just hard.
mean,
like it's so good, so
Even
funny.
in The Big Short, he was funny.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
and he didn't have like a huge part in there, but it
No.
was a very funny part.
Yeah,
that's
he's
even-
so good at being funny without having to try. Like it comes off funny because it doesn't feel like he's trying.
Yeah, the only thing I have against about this role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is it did feel a lot like revisiting Lieutenant Alderaan.
Oh yeah,
Like, yeah,
I could
so,
totally see that. Yeah.
so he was kind of reprising that role into another
That's fair.
Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
yep. And
I don't
again,
dislike it, but
I was gonna say, I love
he
it.
didn't reinvent a role, so he was playing
No.
something he was
Sure.
comfortable in.
Yeah.
sure.
I'm fine
And
with it.
then, all right, the last one we'll talk about Margot Robbie for a second because I think those are the 3 main people in the movie. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a million people in the movie, but I'd say
thought we
she's the
already
other
did.
main one. Well, we
Well,
kind
I
of
don't think
did,
we.
but
I don't
didn't-
think we narrowed it down. Barbie is number 1 for me, for sure.
Yep. I would assume that again. I would say for me, this is probably number 1. I would agree with Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I don't. It's been a while since I've seen About Time. She's in About Time, but I kind of don't remember if she has a big role in that. But I really, really like that movie. It's been a while.
Been a while. No sound. That I'm just gonna sing it.
Oh, it's even better. Yeah, I'd say this one, Barbie 2, and
Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Wolf of Wall Street 3.
Wolf of Wall Street's really good. Yeah.
You got the same
Yeah.
3.
She also had a stint as Harley Quinn,
Yes,
which is
I just-
really cool. I don't.
She
think,
is.
Yeah, I don't think it. Those movies did not hit, but
No.
I think that's cool that she got to play Harley Quinn. And also,
yeah.
I see I, Tonya on here, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that was a pretty big movie. I never
It
saw
was.
it, so I don't know.
The thing with Margot Robbie, I
She
don't
was up
think,
for actress in that movie.
yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
don't think we've
Best
seen the
actress.
best of her. I think she actually has a lot coming with
Yeah.
her. Like,
I mean,
she's
was-
going to get better roles. She's going to get better scripts.
I'm pretty sure Barbie is the start of that.
Yeah.
Well, if
So-
not Once Upon a any of these movies that we saw actually. But yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I don't think we've seen the
And she's at the
the
beginning
bulk of her work, yeah.
she's
Sorta.
she's reaching the peak. She hasn't hit her peak.
Well, so while I do agree, I think she has a lot of room to grow. She has been on the map for this kind of a role for a while. So in 2018 is when I, Tonya came out. She actually was up for Best Actress that year. So in a leading role, and that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that
Before
was a
even
year.
Once Upon a
The
Time.
that
year
was
prior to
7
this.
years ago. Wow. That's
Yeah. And then she was up for Supporting Actress in Bombshell in 2020. So she's been up for Oscars. So I do
Bombshell.
agree. I think she has a pretty high ceiling, a lot of potential.
what was Bombshell? I feel like it sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've watched it.
Can't remember.
Okay.
I feel like it's not. I didn't see it, so I can't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
I just know that she was up for Best Actress or Supporting.
That's all we need to know.
I wish I knew more about it. So
I did love her appearance in The
Okay,
Big
yeah,
Short,
that's right.
but the
Yeah, she was in there.
I mean, it was
Oh,
her as
yes.
herself just being hilarious. But
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, let's move on and finish this one up. For our category this week, or for our podium moment this week, we ask, does this movie podium for best movie of 2019? All right, Kevin. It's
I've
your
got
3.
I've got 2 outside looking ins.
Okay.
One we've done with a friend.
Yep. I already know you're going.
Yeah, Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just a fun movie. Fun horror movie. If that makes any
I did
sense.
like that.
Watch
Fun,
it.
yeah.
You'll know if you
Quote
watch
unquote.
It's a game. Ready or not.
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And then one.
We did that
also-
one with Liz, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liz in a movie.
Liz in a movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can check her out on
Yeah.
her channels.
Instagram.
Liz in a movie.
Yeah.
But we also have Terminator Dark Fate, which is great with Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger back in.
I didn't see that one, actually.
It's worth a watch. It's a fun action
Yeah.
movie. And that's why it didn't make my top 3, but these are the outside looking
Yeah.
ins.
Okay.
Sure.
But number 3, I put Ford versus Ferrari.
You would.
Okay.
And I second guessed that. I actually ended up rewatching that last night
Did you really?
with Beth and I. Because I'm like, I remember liking that movie, but I rewatched it, and it is a really good movie.
Isn't
Yeah.
Leo in that one too? Or something?
Leo is not.
Okay.
But
No, that's
Matt-
Christian
Matt-
Bale.
Christian Bale and Matt
Oh, okay.
Damon.
I see. Yeah. I was
then,
way off.
Well, here's what maybe you're thinking of.
Samsonite.
Brad Pitt is is in the F1 movie, which is like coming out in like maybe a few weeks.
Is that one of the Fast and the Furious movies?
The
Too Fast, Too
Formula
Furious.
One.
Oh, okay.
So it's similar car racing.
Yeah, but not Fast and
Anyways.
Furious. Okay. Sorry, Kevin.
It's all
Unfortunately.
right. So, Ford versus Ferrari, number 3.
Nice.
Number 2, I put this one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
And then,
Nice.
I mean, it's a Tarantino movie. I love it. But I think there was a shortfall on a few things, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Dialogue's there, but too long.
So long.
so long.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
Cliff's character was Lieutenant Alderaan. But number 1 is 1917.
Oh, nice.
What's that one?
Nice.
It's a World War One movie
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
where they.
I remember
it's-
you liked that one.
That movie is
shocked.
fantastic, and I love war movies, and it is one. Of
You
my
like
favorite
war movies?
I fucking love war movies.
That's weird. I've never heard you say that before.
I thought you were gonna say Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame, right? That was the last one. That's got to be your
There were
favorite
a
one.
lot of.
A lot of.
Don't get me on there. But, yeah,
There's a lot of mud.
Yeah, 1917.
A lot of
had
mud
a lot
on
of
them
mud,
tires.
but they were good.
Yeah. No. Word, Eric. What about you?
So I had one, let's say two outside looking ins.
Okay.
And this is probably pretty like time specific because I just watched one of these movies recently. So outside looking in, number 1 is this movie. This is a really good movie.
Nice.
But it's not on my podium.
Gotcha.
Number 2, outside looking in, is Knives Out. I
Oh,
just
yes.
went back and
I still
watched.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't
man.
seen it. I saw it on
But
the
I
list.
hear a lot of people
It's-
say good things about it.
It's just like there's a story, but it's an action movie, and
Sure.
it's filmed in a way where it's like it puts the viewer in the action, like very very close up, and it's just awesome. It's very exaggerated and it's kind of mindless. If you want to focus, like there is a story. There's even like
Yeah.
they released like a prequel, sort of like how the Kingsman or whatever. Wait, no, I'm thinking the Kingsman. Knives Out was the mystery one. Sorry,
Yeah. The
That
murder
was
mystery.
completely-
You're
murder
okay.
mystery.
You-
That
I was
one
like,
was
murder
awesome.
mystery.
Yeah,
What?
that one was. I was thinking of the wrong thing, but I have watched this one too, and that one was
Yeah.
awesome. That was with Daniel Craig,
Correct.
and
Yep.
he was amazing.
There's a lot of good people in that movie.
Oh, man,
I
yeah.
just haven't seen it.
Okay, so number 3, I will say is. Wait, was that my number 3? Was that my outside looking?
Those are
Eric
your
is
other
the
outside.
on-screen drunk.
Yeah, Eric.
That was your number
okay.
3.
Okay, number 2. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Nice.
I feel like I messed that up. That one's awesome. That's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, where he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Peter Parker's Spider-Man." That sets everything.
Yep.
All Kevin knows. And then number 1, I said,
definitely do.
Sure.
I said John Wick 3 because again,
Nice.
mindless
about
action
that.
movie.
I had a feeling you would do that.
It's
too.
literally someone killed his dog, so he's going to kill everyone.
But they
awesome.
did that in 3 also?
No. It started in 1. He
Right.
they killed his dog in 1, but to me, you kill his dog, everyone dies. Like
Okay.
that's it. They killed
haven't
his dog
seen
in
it.
1, and he started fighting and killing people, and then he did that all through 1, and then
Just
all
set it
through
up.
2,
Yes. Yes.
and then also all through 3.
yes.
And that's really what I want to see.
Nice.
So
Well,
that's
Being
my
a
number
badass
one.
because somebody killed your
Man,
dog.
Yeah.
we almost had different lists completely of the 9 movies. Only one movie was on at least 2 of ours, and that was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because that is. We'll get to it. But
Matt says
isn't
yes.
that crazy?
Yeah.
I say yes. My outside looking ins that haven't been mentioned were the good, or I don't think it's I think it's just called Good Boys.
I
with-
will say Good Burger. I'm like, what?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that the
So
sequel?
Good
that came out?
Boys is like the super bad for middle school kids. Basically, like it's a bunch of foul-mouthed middle schoolers, and they do all kinds of funny shit and say funny stuff. I mean, it's a funny comedy that reminds you of you when you were in middle school saying
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
My other outside looking in, I don't think you guys have seen this one either, but you should. It's with Shia LaBeouf. And I had to do it. And
Shia LaBeouf.
it's called Peanut Butter Falcon. Have you guys seen this movie?
I've
Is this
heard
going to
of
be
it.
like a
I've definitely
pig
heard of it.
situation where you're like,
No,
you need to
don't
see
hate
this,
me.
but like, No.
No, actually, no.
I remember
this
you
one,
talking about this before for some reason.
this is one of Brad's favorite movies, believe it or not.
Okay.
Like it's a very, very good movie. So go see that one. My number 3 is Parasite. Have you guys seen that one? That was up. Oh, that won Best Picture.
Yeah, I
And
haven't seen it, but I
haven't seen
did see it at the top
Awesome.
of the IMDb list. It's like number
Yep.
1.
Yeah, it won Best Picture that year. It's a satire. It's funny. It's it's a great satire.
So it actually is a
deserved the
good
win.
movie.
Yeah, it is for Best Picture, I would say.
Nice.
My number 2 is Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't sure if Kevin was going to say that or not. But I love that movie.
It's a movie I don't know if I'll watch again, but it might be
I know Eric won't.
5 years.
You sure
It's
won't.
good. It's a good movie. It's worth a watch, but
Yeah.
it's definitely not a rewatchable movie.
No, I'm not listing it based on that. And then my number 1 is this movie. This
Nice.
this is in my 3 Tarantino movies, favorite movies.
Nice.
Just based on the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe is awesome. And like the
Yeah.
scene of him driving through LA at night
Oh,
is that
love
just
it.
that strikes all the like it tickles my fancy all over
Yeah.
the place.
Same.
Also, I want to
when you
say
do that-
Us. The movie Us
Yeah.
came out
Yep.
this year, and I don't like suspense horror things, but Us is very, very good. I liked it.
Yeah, definitely. No, I saw that, and actually I saw that in LA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Go LA.
Go
Yeah,
La.
well that.
That's the only time
Go
I think
on.
I'd ever hear you say that.
Go
Yeah,
LA.
exactly. No. Yeah, not rooting for the Lakers anytime soon. Sorry.
I thought you loved the Lakers. Wasn't
Well,
LeBron's on the
you're a
Lakers,
Clippers
right?
fan.
Oh no, that's.
Yeah, you love LeBron.
Oh man. Well,
You're gonna get
that
Cohen that jersey
concludes-
for his birthday,
Oh yeah, right.
Christmas.
He does
Sorry.
have a Cavs LeBron jersey.
But no, it's the Lakers. That's the
No.
one he wanted.
Not hilarious.
You can get him a Miami one. Why not?
No.
Oh yeah, he was down there too.
He was. Nope. All right. Well, not sure what to do next week.
We're gonna vote,
Father's
right?
Day Sunday.
Oh, we're voting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
the
a-
100th.
it's the 100th episode.
Oh, on
shoot.
Father's Day weekend. Well, before
Very
Father's
nice.
Day weekend.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Shout out to all the dads out there.
Wait, hold on.
Like
Next
myself.
Father's Day weekend's this weekend, right?
Yeah, the Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
well,
it's
so
after.
this weekend after.
It's
Yeah,
after.
after.
Yeah,
So this is our Father's Day episode.
it will be.
Yeah, it is.
Woo!
Our
Happy-
Father's Day episode included
Shout
a
out.
flamethrower death.
Well, yes.
Yep. Yeah. Shout out to all the other dads out there. Woo!
Yeah.
Watch our Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Hey, it's one of my favorites, so I'll take it. All right. Well, that concludes it. Yeah, be on the lookout for a vote.
We're gonna do a
that's
vote.
good call. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Hope
you.
you guys enjoyed, and tell us what you think of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
Very long thing to say, but it's better to
Long
type it
movie.
out. It is a long movie and a long title. All right,
Yeah.
later, guys.
Bye.
The credits roll now, the show is done. We watched the movie and had our fun. Thanks for hanging with us for so long. We'll see you next week on the Movie Podium.